Pega Knowledge Base. Knowledge matters. Question. What are spin-off and split join shapes in Pega, and how are they used? Answer. Spin-off and split join are flow shapes used in Pega to control the flow of work. Spin-off. The spin-off shape is used when we want to create a separate, parallel process that doesn't need to complete for the main flow to proceed. For instance, in an online shopping process, a spin-off could be used to handle shipment, which is a separate process and doesn't need to wait for the payment process to complete. Split join. The split join shape is used to divide a flow into multiple parallel processes, all of which need to complete before the flow can proceed. For example, in a loan approval process, multiple checks like credit score check, income verification might happen in parallel, and only after all checks pass, the flow proceeds to the next step. Question. What is SOAP and its purpose? Answer. SOAP stands for Simple Object Access Protocol, used to exchange the services between requester and provider. This uses XML as the intermediate language for communication purposes. SOAP service is more secure as it uses XML. SOAP is independent of languages and platforms. It works fine with any operating system. SOAP is lightly weighted as it uses XML for its communication purpose. SOAP is recommended by the W3C Consortium, which is a governing body in the web services space. Question. What is REST and its purpose? Answer. Representational state transfer is a resource-based web service protocol. This is most commonly used because of its lightweight, simple, highly scalable, and less maintenance. This is most commonly used to create web application APIs. REST protocol exposes the APIs in a secured, uniform, and stateless manner to the consumer. There are 4 methods which are below. GET. This is used to get information/records by using the service. PUT. This is used to update the records by using the service. POST. This is used to send information/create records by using the service. Delete. This is used to delete records by using the service. Question. What is the importance of the service page rule when building a service? Answer. Service package rule is created when Pega applications are providing the service, acting like a service provider. There are 3 important functionalities configured on the service package rule. Processing mode. There are 2 different types of processing modes. Stateful. In stateful mode, when we wanted to make use of clipboard data of one requester to other or subsequent requests, then we choose stateful processing mode. Stateless. Here every request will be considered as a fresh request. 1. Access group. This is used to identify the service rules for the incoming requester operating the access group. 2. Authentication. This is used for authentication of incoming requests. Question. What is the connector rule in Pega when we will be creating it? Answer. The connector rule in Pega is created when we wanted to consume the service provided by the other applications. E.g., if we use SOAP as the protocol, then we use the SOAP connect rule and REST connect for RESTful services. Question. What is the service rule in Pega, and when we will be creating it? Answer. The service rule in Pega is created when Pega applications want to provide a service provider. E.g., when we use SOAP as the protocol, then the SOAP service rule should be created and the REST service rule when REST is used as the protocol. Question. What is stateful and stateless modes? Answer. Stateful. When subsequent requests want to make use of the current requester infrastructure like clipboard data, etc., then stateful should be used. Stateless. This is used when all the requests are treated as independent requests or fresh requests. Question. How many types of processing modes can be configured on the service package rule? Answer. There are 2 types of processing modes that can be configured on the service package rule, i.e. stateful and stateless. Question. Difference between stateful and stateless processing modes. Answer. Stateful. When subsequent requests want to make use of the current requester infrastructure like clipboard data, etc., then stateful should be used. Stateless. This is used when all the requests are treated as independent requests or fresh requests. Question. How did you handle authentication for the service configured? Answer. Authentication is the process of validating incoming requests. There are 3 different types of authentication, i.e. basic. This is used to verify the incoming request has a valid operator ID and password in the system. OAuth 2.0. Open authorization is something where authentication is based on other web apps. Custom. Here service authentication rule is used for authentication. Question. How did you handle errors in the service configured? Answer. Basically, connector rule is used to invoke the service, which is lying in the remote system. Let's see OOTB flow used to handle errors, i.e. connection problem flow, which takes care of handling the errors which are not detected in the activity or data page. The other way is when we invoke the service from an activity rule, check for the step status fail when the rule for error detection, and jump to a corresponding step to handle the errors. We can write a data transform rule to handle the errors based on the response code generated by the service. The other way to invoke the connector rule is from the data page, where we check the errors from PX data page has errors when rule. If there are any errors, we need to handle the errors in the response data transform. Question. What is the WSDL file and its importance in SOAP protocol? Answer. WSDL stands for Web Service Description Language, which gives the details of the SOAP service. It has input and output parameters required for the service. It describes the operations that the service is providing. It also has the endpoint URL where the service is located. Basically, WSDL terminology is used for SOAP protocol. Question. What is endpoint's URL and its importance in the SOAP protocol? Answer. Endpoint URL is the location where we send our request to invoke the operations provided by the service. Question. Parsing rule available for the SOAP protocol. Answer. There are two different parsing rules available for SOAP. Basically, SOAP work in XML, and to convert data from clipboard structure to XML and vice versa, we use parse rules as below. Parse XML, used to convert XML to clipboard. XML stream, used to convert the clipboard to XML. Question. How many types of methods are there in the REST service rule? Answer. There are 4 different types of methods in REST protocol, mentioned below. Get, used to get the data/records from the service. Put, used to update data/records in the service. Post, write data/records to the service. Delete, delete data/records from the service. Question. Rules to be created to provide a service either in SOAP or REST? Answer. When we provide a service, i.e., Pega application is acting as a service provider. Service rule should be created additionally below rules like class structure, input class, to create input properties, output class, output properties, service class to create the service rule. Parse rules, parse XML and XML stream rules for conversion. Service package, to create authentication, access group. Service rule, to define the service. Service activity, to define the logic. Question. What are the advantages of using data pages? Answer. Data pages get the data on demand from the tables and store them in the clipboard for usage in the application. Data pages are declarative in nature in the sense when we refer the data page system executes the source and creates the data page in the clipboard for usage. Question. Why data pages are also called declarative pages? Answer. Data pages are also called as declarative pages because when we refer the data page system executes the source and get data from the source and places it in the clipboard for usage. Question. Explain scopes in a data page. Answer. There are 3 types of scopes as below. Thread, data page is available only for this thread. E.g., work object. Requester, data page is available for requester session. Node, this is available for all the operators in the node. Question. Why access group is mandatory for node-level data pages? Answer. In node-level data pages multiple operators will be accessing the data page, so to execute the appropriate source rule set hierarchy of the operator is required, so access groups is required to build the rule set hierarchy for the operators. Question. How many types or data pages are there? And explain in details. Answer. There are 3 types of data pages, depending upon its usage, i.e. read-only, data page is used for reading the data. Editable, data page content is used for reading and editing if required. Savable, used to read, update and save it back to the source. Thanks for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe and comment.